What is going on? Welcome back to the Underdog Investor Audio Experience. My name is Colin, and today I wanted to talk about advanced strategies. Like, is it worth it? I guess is the question. Is it worth learning and exploring and diving into? And it all depends on your investor thesis, like in your investor profile. Who are you? What are the goals that you have? What is the foundational knowledge set, like skill set that you have? Are you comfortable with the basics? Are you confident deploying capital into different DeFi opportunities, into different positions on different dexes and blockchains, and swapping and bridging and analysis of different positions and moving and all those fun things that we'd like to do here in the UIG? Are you confident in your ability to do that? And if the answer is yes, and you're looking for more, you're looking to either leverage your current capital to increase the earnings that you're earning inside of your liquidity positions, your DeFi positions, or on the flip side, potentially hedging against the downside. And so, as we'll know as liquidity providers, if the market pulls back and the prices of the assets go down, um, the value of our pools also go down because we are in a long position. When we enter liquidity pools, we want the assets to go up in value. But there's also a way to hedge against the downside by using lending and borrowing platforms, lending assets, borrowing against it, and then taking those borrowed assets and depositing those into a liquidity pool. Not to go too deep on that concept, if you want some more, UIG's got a ton of that information as we're starting to develop more solid frameworks and walkthroughs on this type of material. But these are advanced strategies. This is challenging stuff to wrap your head around. But once it clicks, you'll be amazed at what's possible with the space. But really, what I wanted to talk about on this episode was, are these strategies right for you at this time? And I actually did a post in the UIG in the reports, guides, and reviews section, and I posted an article about this strategy, about taking assets that you want to hold long term, like ETH and Wrap Bitcoin and Sol, let's say, as the examples, depositing them into a lending platform, lending them, supplying them into a lending platform, and then borrowing stables against it. And doing that, you're taking a long position. You are saying, I want the assets that I have lent to go up in value because that will drive the LTV down, the LTV ratio down. And obviously by borrowing stables, now you can deposit those into a DeFi position to double dip your rewards. And so there's a lot of great things that are possible with these advanced strategies, but they are advanced. And so to bring it back to what I was saying is that I made an article in the community detailing out this strategy as a bullish, a long position in your DeFi portfolio, mixing lending and liquidity providing as a whole. And I got like probably 50 comments on that article. And it was amazing to see the maturity of the different investors as I was reading through the comments of this article. Some people were like, whoa, this is amazing. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Others were saying, wow, this is a really interesting concept, but this is not right for me at this time. And this is why. And what I loved about the variety of different answers and comments that I got through that article that I created just show the maturity of this space. It shows the maturity of the investors that are doing this, because some knew that they were ready to take that step, and some were not hesitant to, but they were intentionally not going down that rabbit hole because they knew that they needed to follow their investor profile. They knew that they needed to keep it simple. And so there's quite a few things that I want to talk about in other episodes, but I think as an investor profile, things I want you to think about to wrap up this episode is, how active do you want to be? By using these advanced strategies, it does require more attention. It does require higher activity levels. Number two is the complexity. How complex do you want your system and your business operation to be? Some people like that complexity because it squeezes more juice out of the fruit, and others don't. Others like simple. And then number three is your risk profile. By doing these advanced strategies, you are inherently taking on more risk, and you're more susceptible to market moves unless you are really savvy at this stuff. And so that's it. Three things I want you to think about. How active do you want to be? how complex do you want your operation to be, and how much risk are you willing to take on? Those three things, I think, encapsulate the maturity of the UIG through the article that I posted. So, with that being said, go check it out if you're in the UIG. If you're not in the UIG, come join us, man. There's so much incredible stuff in the platform: live calls, hot seat sessions, roundtable calls, DeFi articles, walkthroughs, guides, everything that you could possibly need to be a DeFi wizard. So, with that being said, I'm going a little long today, but hopefully it brought you some value. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next episode.